What the hell is going on? Worry Ward here. Why worry? I'll do it for you. The creamy, steamy, dreamy voice of YouTube telling you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. I want to talk about this second day, this developer deep dive of E3 2021 that Microsoft is doing. So, not only did they have a really good show at E3 2021, the general perception around the web and from people who are really deeply into this is generally positive. But now, a couple days later, they're having an extended E3 where they talk about each individual game. They've got the developers up on stage. They're talking about what they're doing to make the games fresh, to make them new. And there's a lot of excitement being generated by Microsoft and Xbox during this very important time, this E3 time. And without Sony there, it's odd because they're literally setting the bar for the excitement around E3. Nintendo had their show. Some people loved it, some people hated it, but it's Microsoft continually talking about these games and continually talking about Xbox. They're showing Forza Horizon 5 again. They're talking about a lot of new features. They showed Flight Simulator, much more of a deep dive into that. They talked about what they're doing to bring it to console, how they're changing it for the console audience. They're adding in new features. They talked about Psychonauts 2 again, a big deep dive by Tim Schafer. I've been waiting for this game. I love platformers. But what I'm noticing is that there's genuinely, I don't know why I can't say that word, genuinely, a wealth of positivity around Xbox. And they're keeping that ball rolling with this deep dive extended E3 2021. I had no idea that they were going to do this. And I think it's brilliant because, again, Sony's extremely quiet. They launched Ratchet and Clank. I don't have a PlayStation 5. Ratchet and Clank is the absolute best looking game I've seen. It's utilizing the PlayStation 5. It's got all the next gen bells and whistles, ray tracing all over the game, but they're not there. They're not saying anything about the PlayStation 5. They're not showing developers talking about the PlayStation 5. They're not showing future games. All of that will happen. I'm sure it's going to happen. Maybe 2 weeks from now, I'll change my tune a bit. But right now, and I've never seen this from Microsoft, not only did they have a really good show at E3, but they're continuing to drive the narrative of games, great experiences around Xbox, and they're doing it all by themselves. They've got the stage all their own. And I have to say, I think it's having a great impact on a lot of people's perceptions around the Xbox. You know, the no games thing. All they're talking about are first-party games. They're showing their games. Now, whether or not they're for you or they're for the mass market, that's a completely other discussion. I'm just talking about this pivotal time, E3 2021. They're driving the car all by themselves. They're doing a hell of a job. And this show, after E3, the extended show, it is absolutely brilliant because it keeps the momentum going. And it's keeping that momentum going until a big release comes out, which is going to be soon. And then there'll be another one. They talked about 6 big first-party titles in 6 months. And you're starting to see that pay off with Game Pass. You're starting to see it pay off with the $299 price point for the Series S. You're starting to see it pay off with the Series X. And if what they're doing with PC day and date and Xbox on televisions and all that stuff may not be exciting for some people, I certainly take exception with some of the things that they're doing, but I can't deny that this momentum that they're creating around this show by continually talking about games, continually talking about features in these games, really building them up. I've never seen them this much behind their first party because they haven't really had a really great first party, but it is nice to see them really push these studios to the forefront, give them the time that they need to show their content. And I just think it's brilliant. I really think it's going to do wonders for them around the industry. I think the perception will change. And I just can't believe that they're driving the narrative all by themselves. They've got the stage all to themselves. Sony is extremely quiet. And after these 2 days, the pressure is on PlayStation to have a great show. The pressure is on. It's your move, Sony. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. Please think about liking and subscribing and sharing these videos out on your favorite social media platform of choice. It would help me out greatly, and I will see you in the next video.